Okay. Left off your dalit. Okay. Lo achalti boni mimenu. He didn't eat the maser. Ba'oni. What's ba'oni? In the state of aninos. Omen is before the burial. Lo v'yarti menu b'tomei. This being Ma'aser Sheni. Ma'aser Sheni, if a person's only is not permitted to eat it, he's not contaminated. The Mishnah says in Sukkah, you esrog shel Ma'aser Sheni. Right? We hold you have to be careful. So the Gemara says because if the lulav is wet, usually keep the lulav in water. So if you touch it to the esrog, so the esrog becomes what? Becomes muchash l'kabel tumah. Now it's susceptible to tumah. Right? You're not allowed to be metame Ma'aser Sheni. So you have to be careful. There's bi'arti menu v'tomei, v'lo'sait menu lo'mes. He didn't use it for a mess, for the needs of a corpse. Shemati v'kol Hashem elokoy osisi kol ha'shetzi v'soni. Rashi. Lo'chalti bo'ni meni mikad shoslo ne'lu bi'arti menu tomei, ben shani tomei v'utor. Whether the person's tomei and the Ma'aser Sheni is tor, ben shani tor v'utomei, keichan huzar al kain. Where do we see that there's a provision of contamination? Lo suchach u'b'sharecho. It's eating and it contaminates the kamok shnema b'mukdoshim b'sharech tochleno hatom v'ator avol lo tucha lechol derech achila sharecha. This you can't eat as what you would normally eat in your communities. Ha'omo b'mokamach psul mikdoshim. That's something that was a korban, received the balmum, and you redeemed it. So the pasuk says you permit to eat it b'sharecha, whether it's contaminated or not. Same. Why? Because it's chulin. Regarding eating, it's chulin. But this is not the case. We got to Ma'aser Sheni.
Other than the fact that it's not common for you have to take it up to Yerushalayim as an only.
No, he's in Yerushalayim with the Ma'aser Sheni.
Yeah.
He's in Yerushalayim. Lo tzadmen lemes las lo oren tachrich neshamat b'kol Hashem elokoi hevi siv lebeis avchiro osis kol sivusoni. I've done all that you've commanded me. What did you command me, Rashi? Samachti v'simachti. I've rejoiced and made others rejoice. Right? So I always say, the ger and the Yosef Amano, when they received the Ma'aser Sheni or they received the Ma'aser Oni, of course they would rejoice. But the person is giving away 20-30% of his profits. Right? It's not so easy to rejoice. But nevertheless, he says, Osis chal shitzi v'soni, samachti v'simachti. I rejoiced and I made others rejoice. What does Rashi say? There's Sisei Chachomim, Sama, Acherim. I would say the order should have been Simachti v'Somachti. Right? It's easy to make. I rejoice and I made others rejoice. We're talking about giving away the various tithes. Right? So it should have said Simachti v'Somachti. The answer is probably, if you're not Somayach, you don't make others so happy. Understand? You withholding. Hashkifa mod kochcha min hashamayim forech esamchu Yisrael reis hadom asher nesato lanu. You should gaze from your heavenly abode min hashamayim. Uvorech esamchu Yisrael, and bless your people Yisrael reis hadoma, and the earth asher nesato lanu asher nishbato labasir erzov v'schol v'dvosh. So I spoke about this at the beginning of the week. Hashkif mod kochcha. Say it over, KJ. Osinu mashigzarto aleinu. We've done what you've decreed upon us. Asi atom asher lecha. Now you do what you're supposed to do. Shomarto lasos shomatim chuksai telechu. You said if we follow your statutes, so we've done what we were supposed to do. So I asked the question. Remember the question I asked? Who's going on Amelis Batorah? Study the Torah, it's not supposed to give away tithes. If you say, Osin Mashgazarto Aleinu, and then it would say, okay, but here it says, as you said, Mechuksai Telechu, Mesad Kishmechem Bitom. you remember what I said, Alan? There's not Shalush, there's Torah, what I said. Okay. Howard, remember what I said? Howard, remember what I said? You heard the question? Okay. The question is, if you look in Rashi over there, and if you toil in Torah, the rains will come in that time, you'll have all the bounty. It's not speaking about giving the tithes. And Rashi says, we've done what we've done, because you said, so what I said was, the only person who could be samech when he gives away is the person that has an understanding of the value of a mitzvah. That's the ultimate. The person has always invested with a person that always gets 10,000% return on his money. And the person says, I have another opportunity for you. When he gives as much money as he gives him, he's happy. That's not called giving away, that's called investing with a guaranteed return. The only person who could have that sense when you do a mitzvah and give away, that's only the person who's Omer Torah. The person who's totally permeated in spiritual life through Torah, he could have that understanding because he can internalize the value of a mitzvah. And therefore it's samachti. Samachti v'simachti. That's what I said. What's Hashem? It's understood God brought a human being. But my question was on the pasuk. The pasuk that Rashi quotes is not regarding the distribution of tithes. It's referring to Amelus Batorah. The answer is, if you have that, then you have this. Without that, you can't have this.
I cannot give you the currency, so to give you more mitzvahs to do. Amelus Batorah.
Okay. No, they learned Ba'amelus, but that's the Rabbi Yonah. It was quoted from the Ran. The Ran and Rashi cites Rabbi Yonah because they did it not for the sake of the mitzvah, but for intellectualism. They were fully dedicated. No. How does it go with this? That's not Amelus Vatorah. The Amelus Vatorah is Luminam Naslasos. That's not Luminam Naslasos. That was by Shani. No, but the Gemara says it was because of Lo Birch Batorah Tchilo. So you have to reconcile it. Right? What? So listen to the tape from 2006, 7, and 8, and 9. Okay, so what I said was, it's Barasi Yitzhak Rosh Torah Tavlin. So if they were so immersed in Torah, how did they violate three cardinal sins? That's the indication, Lo Birch Batorah Tchila. Because when they studied, they didn't study it as Torah. Barasi Yitzhak Rosh Torah Tavlin. If it's Torah with Torah's Liman Lasos, it's not intellectualism, then it's the antidote. Otherwise, it's not an antidote. So that was the quantity they had. Here, they're immersed in learning, and they're violating three cardinal sins. It doesn't go together. So that Hashem revealed, Ozu was Torah. See, they abandoned my Torah. So Rabbi Nir said, what's the abandonment of Torah? They studied it, but they didn't study it as they should study it. The whole objective was a different objective. Okay? Let's see the... You see this guy, this guy?